So this is Gay ASMR.
ASMR?
Welcome to Gay ASMR.
Which mic is picking up the sound? Is it this one or is it my computer one?
I think it might be BBF's Ren's
What?
That's picking up my sound?
picking up your sound.
I'm just wondering which source is taking my sound.
Oh shit! It's the microphone.
Like, it's red, so like...
Yeah, I thought you meant like the
What do you
feedback,
mean?
because I can hear a little bit of feedback from the show.
What?
Your sound. Welcome to the finale. That is the Untamed. There's gonna be a long ass video, I'm sensing, because if you'd seen my last video, which was probably a week ago, because that's just how I edit, then you will notice that there are a lot of things that we've forgot. So it's gonna be interesting to revisit it again and watch it again. Because even when I do rewatches, I don't rewatch this part of the show. I'm like an episode 3 to 6 type of person. So that's where I stay. And we have snacks and we're gonna watch. Guys?
Let's do these.
Yes.
You dirty little minx.
Oh, so he did realize it.
Was he referring to
That's what I'm saying.
Huaisang just now? Oh my god, he said his
Yeah.
name!
Good for you, man.
Good for you.
For those of you wondering, during 49, skip recap if you want to skip this part of the video. But like in my last video, we were like debating, like we were really talking about like, did this happen? Did this happen? Or like whatever. And like, did he actually realize? Apparently he said his name. I forgot that entirely.
He said his name.
He said his fucking name.
I didn't remember this much. I remember him saying,
Yeah,
did I
me
go?
too.
I did not remember this much.
Either. He's like confronting him. Whoa, bro. Whoa.
Teacher, ever pull out?
Apparently he's not a pulling out type of guy. That's a lie.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, I've lied. I'm still lying, but...
I would never do harm to you. But also
would
I'm
never
still
lie to
lying.
you.
I'm so glad that like the rest of the people here are so polite. They just let him speak. No matter what is happening. He has a moment always.
I mean...
Okay, that's close enough, buddy.
Weird,
Zewu
weird,
Jun, is
weird.
this man bothering you?
I will take him off you.
Yeah. Is this man on
Just
your
give
sword
me the
bothering you?
Ben.
Why?
This way is called Jiggy. One last time, I need.
Oh,
He's...
Xuan worked so hard.
And for what?
And for fucking what?
Oh, candle.
Oh, well, I guess
my
that's
God.
that. I'm not even surprised at this point. Long hair, don't care.
I care, okay?
I do.
And for what?
It's time to dashi run, boys.
He really did love him.
Yeah, and for
So
Mang Yao
prepared
to be like, you never cared about me, how dare you? He wanted to die with you.
I was fully prepared to stay in there and
Yeah,
die
to
with
stay and die with him.
And when he saw that he did wanted to stay and die with him, he let him leave.
I'm gonna stay here because I'm dramatic like that. Oh, well, okay.
Oh my god.
At
At this point,
I don't even feel anything anymore.
Have you ever been hit so many times you don't feel pain?
Yeah, I've become so numb by Hong Gong Gong.
What was his name? It wasn't Christopher.
It's Christopher.
Anyways, the show. Good show.
Yeah, love this show. Love the way he's sitting right now. How sexy of you. I thought maybe I make mistake.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Maya and Noah ruining the attempt.
Yes.
They are brothers. They cannot kiss.
Physically
They
impossible.
physically cannot. If they kiss, something
They
blocks
will
it.
implode.
Oh yeah. Hello.
Hello, Doggo. Oh, it's the boys.
The boys are here.
The boys are back. What happened to your neck? Your
Long
neck is
story.
bleeding. Are you aware?
Is it? I didn't know that.
现在我先出去。
Oh. Yes, my uncle's an
Like, my uncle is
asshole.
scared.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Two ways of seeing.
All the drama in Lotus Spear. Madam you.
Yeah, and the way they take their drama everywhere.
Good for them. How sexy of you.
Do you even regret, bro?
No regrets.
No regrets? I'm keeping this in my... Oh,
This one doesn't make any sense.
is this Yan Li?
No,
No.
Mangyel's
Oh, it's
mom.
Sambe. Why is Mangyo's mom here?
I know, right? It doesn't make sense.
Why does
That's
Mangyo
not-
have a memory? He's dead.
It's the hats.
Wait.
I
No.
think they do. I think I do remember in the book that there was. Do I remember that, or did I read that from a fic or a meta? I don't know.
Mm.
Somewhere. So it's not just a random memory. They had like a more. I don't remember. Never mind. Actually.
What I remember was first time seeing this, I thought to myself I should read the book if it's like exactly the same, but I was never able to finish the book. Now I have the same feeling again.
Especially if you read a lot
reread
of
it, actually.
fics. I feel like you
Yeah.
get stuff confused, yeah.
And he has blood on his hands. That's
What?
also something I read, like that he got blood on his hands. He never actually fights anyone in the entire show, or like in
Yeah.
the entire story.
Cute.
不要追了，
How sexy of you.
Honestly.
Whatever he
BBF.
does.
BBF, you cannot use that line on Zhan every time. There's a limit. There's a limit to the how sexy of use per
I
person.
always
讨厌。
I have 10 more time. Oh, how sexy of you.
You're almost hitting a child. How sexy of you.
But he stopped himself. How sexy of
How
him.
sexy of you.
才怪！
Bullshit. Swearing. How sexy of you.
Oh my god, I forgot about this too.
Kiss.
BRB crying.
She was not a good time.
多保重，
Stop.
就交给你。
This was such a gotcha moment for me too, because like when I first
Yeah.
watched that, like the version of Wei Wuxian, I was like, oh my god, here he goes again, getting himself in trouble. I was thinking about Zhan because he got caught, and I was like, oh my god, why do you bring so
Oh my
much
God.
trouble to your brother? What the fuck is wrong with you? Well, then they saved this for episode 50, and they're like, gotcha,
Gotcha. And I'm like, thanks.
pranked. Thank you, I guess. Oh my god, it's happening.
一直没有告诉你。
When he said Shama to Lan Wangji was so different than when Shama to Shishui.
Oh, because you know the first one was like the sexy one.
The flirty one.
Remember when you nearly buried me to death? Ew!
是不是你？
What
Lol.
about that?
这就是我一直
So like you loved him and I love you. So like,
This is my son.
aw, gross.
在乎什么？
Because you died and went
You
away, and you're back, you idiot. How unsexy of you, honestly.
还没有哭呢，我只是
I didn't cry.
Haha, I do that.
怎么像美人图帮漂亮的姑娘一般胡言。
What do you mean, women?
Don't know women? What is that?
来着，你怎么
Oh, the widow's wild.
A little this was cute. Now it's creepy.
I remember saying before too, like, oh, imagine when he grows up and like he does that in his adulthood. Wouldn't that be weird? And he actually did it. Yeah, and he does it at like what, 20? It's still kind of cute though. I mean, I'm giving Sishui a pass for everything. I'm just here to validate
Honestly.
Sishui.
I'm like, you can do nothing wrong. How adorable of you.
Okay,
Oh, no.
boys. The fuck is it?
Your son is here, please.
Your son is right there. Also, Apple. No one ever cares about
Oh,
the
yeah,
donkey. Okay, since you and I match in color, let's move. Let's also walk away. Just live in a house together. Be roommates, please.
我跟你们一起去。不用了，你不想让我
No thanks.
He's like, what do you mean? Bro,
Alright, bro.
you do what you have to, bro.
You do you, bro. As for you.
That's for you.
Oh my gosh. The fuck?
As for you.
That's for you.
哪儿好呢？
Oh, please. Please, London. Just this once, please.
He's so happy about it. Why would you?
I know.
Can't you just like go have lunch or something at least?
He knows a place. And then he can pay.
He knows a
London, please. That's a sad back.
That's a sad back if I ever saw one.
I've never seen a sad back. That's the saddest one.
I've seen a lot of sad backs. That's a sad one.
In the row of
The saddest
sad
one.
backs. That's a sad ass back, bro. Like a long ass ride, but a sad back, you know?
Sad ass back. What?
Sad ass back.
No, and Maya ruining the Untamed.
Ruining the Untamed. No, and Maya
51.
laughing because they're sad.
Laugh through the pain.
Laugh through the pain, guys. That's how you do it. Just laugh through it. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha. I do that.
Wasn't it supposed to be the ending, but they changed it for censorship?
The thing where they're talking on the cliff thing. I think that
Yeah,
was
yeah.
supposed to be the ending.
Oh, it wasn't the
I think it
waterfall
is
one?
in the extent, not the extent, the special edition thing. They do end it on the waterfall, if I remember correctly. Xiao.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
我们在这里起过誓，
You.
能够出剑服入，无愧于心。
I forgot that he revealed his wish. I'm stunned. Oh, you're still okay. Where did that
You're-
come from?
Jeez.
Actually. Oh. I love you too.
Hey, yes.
Just end this right here.
I almost said I'm gonna miss this, then I realized I've watched this 3 times. This is not. This scene also kind of hurts because they were used to be the bestest of pals.
Yeah. You used to fish together, remember that?
魏某甘拜下风了。
See him. He's not wrong. This is disgusting. This is not sexy. This is unsexy of them both. But also to both of them. Nice face. Good job on the
Nice
face. Faces? Yes. Oh, okay. Well then. Cross paths and kiss a little bit.
Make out
Make out as you walk away.
as you walk away.
Yeah, just like a quick.
Think we're gonna. Might as well like smooch a bit.
回家吧。
But you are my home. God damn it.
Oh damn.
Why are you running?
Why are you running? Why are you running? Okay,
Why
he's
are you
running too.
Oh, he's also
Shit.
running. That's okay. Destiny always finds a way.
He played their song. Fucker.
Yeah, what a piece
That's our
of
song.
shit. Oh no, he's here.
No, he's here.
Oh no, he
Hong
made
Kong,
it. Hong Kong Kong's here. It's Yibo. Oh my god, I'm calling him Yibo for the last time. Yibo. Yeah, they're totally just friends for sure.
Yeah, bros.
They could have just inserted a little Wang Ji on a mountain. They don't even have to be together. It's like-
Nah, man, we trust. We just trust. What? Here, so
That's a lot
that
of seconds.
for everyone that's kind of OC about symmetry, let's do that there. Okay, this is but this is gonna bother people so much. It's just like I'm gonna make.
me. What do you mean? You should just like put me over half your face. Too.
Okay, I think that would. There you go.
There we go.
Who wants to be where? Okay. Who wants to be?
I
What's
want to
this?
be in the house.
This
thing.
one right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
Done
no, I
deal.
want to be on the water.
Yeah.
Sort of float around.
Okay,
Damn.
that's great. I like that. BBF, where do you want to be?
I want to be hanging on the roof here.
Right here.
Yes, I'll be hanging.
Perfect.
I'll replace the lawn.
I'm gonna be the one with the umbrella. This is me. That concludes the placement portion of every normal video. We may now perform the seance. The last time I watched this exact episode, these episodes, the last few ones, was when we watched it together. So that was year ago. I was about to say years ago. It's like, wait,
That's years.
I don't know Maya for that long. Hold on. Yeah, so I like it a lot. I really like this show. I really like Lenjan, and there's very few Lenjan, even though he did cut off someone's arm and then also became the land leader. Lantan leader.
The leader.
Yeah.
The leader. The
So
leader of
much.
leaders,
He is
actually.
the leader of all leaders. So he did a lot. He
Did the most.
he amputated someone, he protected his husband, and then he had character ascension. Like, there's so much that he did without saying much. I almost forgot like he was in the scene. But he's great. Like I also remembered how much I love Yibo as an actor, specifically in this one, because I've never really seen him in any other drama, but I remember seeing interviews at the time that I was like completely obsessed with the Untamed, and I would just watch interview after interview, and he was so different. Like he's so different in the interviews compared to Lenja. It's like literally
It's like
two
Wei
different
Wuxian.
people.
Also,
Yeah.
Wu Xuan and Xiao Zhan are also different.
Zhan seems shyer in real life, maybe a little bit.
And then we have Wei Wuxian.
He's like out there dying and then living again. I love that about him. He's so resilient. You could never
That's
get
so
rid of
sexy.
him. Yeah, that's so sexy of him. He's like a cockroach. He just never dies. I think before it was a lot more emotional because I was seeing it for the first time, and also because I was watching it more regularly. Like we were watching it weekly. So I was really in it. A rewatch would be really cool. I don't know when or how, but
I mean, we could rewatch Making Plans during the recording.
during the recording.
We could watch the special edition.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
People have been asking me to
yeah.
watch
we
it.
could sync tube it. Can we please?
Oh my god, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
What about you guys? How has this rewatch been for you?
I mean, it's the same. Like, it's been a while since I watched the earlier
Same.
episodes, so I'm not as emotionally invested now.
Mm-hmm.
I think I could be if I rewatch it and like get into the story a bit more.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm still emotional. Like, I'm still very fond of this show. It's a very good show, even though it has its like moments of lulls. Just because like the production is a bit tacky at
Yeah.
some points.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, and again, like when you've watched the whole show from episode 1 to 50, you learn to just like not notice those things.
For me, this rewatch is very different. I still do get emotional though, but compared to the first rewatch, because after the first rewatch, I consumed so many fanfics.
Yeah.
So like with this rewatch, there are a lot of things that I could say about like with other fanfics with fan canon stuff. I remember something. From the first rewatch. I'm not sure why this be, but I remember about the ending, the one where you said that it's a little bit out of character for Lang Wangji to let Wei Wuxian go at that ending.
I don't remember a lot of that in the first rewatch, just because it was a long time ago, and also because we talked a lot. Like we had a lot to say about that ending, and I know that you guys were excited to see me finally see the ending. Like Dad was there with us also, because like I think opinions were very torn about the ending.
Yeah.
I don't remember saying that, but do I still agree with it? I mean, not really. Just like in the sense of like Len Zhen he's a very, I don't know. I think the both of them have like complete trust in one another, and I can't imagine. Amazing what a year can do. I cannot imagine Len Zhen just like stopping Wei Wuxian at all, like stunting his growth in whatever way, just knowing how they are together and the kind of support that Len Zhen is willing to offer, support, protection, you name it. Like he is Wei Wuxian's number one cheerleader. What's the word? Like I guess there's a bit of trauma there in losing him, just because he had lost him before, and like for 16 years trying to find him. The time that they met again after those 16 years, he became more agreeable. He started believing Wei Wuxian more. It certainly changed their dynamic. I think that's why it is more believable that he would let Wei Wuxian go again, because it's not really letting Wei Wuxian go, because at least Wei Wuxian's alive.
I think that's what me and Dad said last time, if I remember correctly too. And also because the whole thing with his own parents being his dad locked his mother up and kept her there. That's the whole thing with them.
That's a
too.
good one. Yeah.
The whole problem with the before Wei Wuxian died too. He never ever like tried to actually bring him to Cloud Recess when Wei Wuxian declined, or like when he refused to come with him, because he didn't want to be like his dad. He wants him to, if he comes back or if he stays, like he wants him to do so because he wants to be there and he wants to be with Lan Chen, not because he feels forced to.
Yeah, it was more of like a collaboration this time, instead of Len Zhen taking the role of protector. It became like an
'cause also
actual
he didn't
partnership.
know. He didn't know everything he knew like at the end. He didn't know that before
Yeah.
Wei Wuxian died. Like he thought he still had his golden core. He still thought that he could go back to the conventional way
with
of
the sword.
cultivating. But now knowing what he knows, he's like, he is aware of the consequences. He knows what he's doing. The impression I got at least is before he died, it was like he thought that Wei Wuxian just didn't want to because he thought he could control it, but Lan Zhen was like, nobody can control this. This is like not a reasonable thing to think you can control.
Yeah.
So it's just like a lot of misunderstandings basically.
Yeah. And I also get where Len Zhen is coming from and why he saw it to be that way. Like maybe it was the way that he knew Wei Wuxian, like he thought he knew him through and through. Or it could also be that he was projecting because he has a history with people like that, what with his parents and all. So maybe, you know, he made a huge comparison, since it was a parallel within the story anyway.
So he was what, like 18? So he's like an 18-year-old put in war, and like the guy he loves is practically slowly killing himself. So he's not just gonna be chill about it, obviously.
That's why I like Lenjon's character a lot. Which one was this? 27? 28. When he was trying to escape with what was left of the Wen clan, and then Lenjon stepped aside. That made me so emotional for Lenjon in so many ways. Like, as much as the show has a lot of lolly lol moments, you know the lolly lol moments. We make fun of them. We point them out a lot. Yeah, we point out the lolly lol moments. There's shining moments like that I feel like balances it out. Like, the writing of Lenjon's character is insane to me. He's very layered, a lot more than I'd expected. I'll admit to it. Like, I didn't think there'd be anything like that, but then there he is. He's wonderful. Because usually the characters that interest me more are people that aren't like, you can never place them. They're not ultimately good or ultimately evil. Like, that's what I find to be more interesting when it comes to characters and like how they develop. But with Lenjon, really, like, he doesn't do everything right, but you wouldn't say that there's a part of him that's ultimately evil. I don't think that there's anything complicated like that about him, but still there's like a substance and a depth to him. I like Lenjon a lot. I hate it so much because this whole time when I started watching the Untamed, I was all about Mabebe Webushan. And I love him very much because, you know, we love evil in this house. And also, you know, he can be maybe kind of questionable in some sense. But then Lenjon comes out here being all confused, and then his character development was done pretty well, I would say, just like the pacing of it and how he started to question his beliefs and his upbringing and all of that stuff. It was just nice. It was nice to see. And to see him fall in love too, it's great.
Yeah, that's what I love with the show in general. Like you said, like there's no. I mean, there is kind of like an evil because of like Jing Guangyao and that whole thing. But that's also like he came from somewhere that doesn't excuse his action, but it explains it kind of. And even like just before Wei Wuxian dies and all that, all the things leading up to it, it's like you feel for him because he's the main character and you see everything from his point of view, so you're like you relate to him in a way. But also if you think of like what this show would be if this was from the perspective of like someone who didn't know him, like some of not the clan leaders but just like one of the smaller dudes from one of the clans who like got their family like killed by Wei Wuxian just because like obviously you would think he's a really evil guy because he like committed mass murder. Because you see it from his point of view and see that this was kind of staged too, like that whole thing, you feel for him, and that like it's so many gray zones, and I really enjoy that. But there are a lot of annoying characters.
Oh yeah, for sure.
There's no one who you can't understand at all, except maybe like Wen Chao, but we don't talk about him.
Because I went into this like not really knowing a lot about the show. I always thought the gayness was something that you had to squint at. But then episode 5 happened, the one where they were married because of Lenjon's headband, and I was like, oh, I didn't have to squint for that at all. But at the same time, maybe it's not gay, maybe they just like each other and then that's it. Like maybe no one has to label anything and nothing is gay. It's just a world of beautiful boys falling in love with one another.
Now I remember the conversations we had like last time. Like I prefer the show over the book. I might be biased because I watched the show before I read the book, but also because I don't like censorship, obviously. I don't it's not a thing I'm appreciative of. It's just they have managed to do so much just because they couldn't, like because they had to censor stuff. They have to do so much, and they did it so well too, I think, with all the things. Because I feel the same amount of feelings, or maybe more, from watching the show than I did from the book, because they can't spell it out. So they have to find tiny things that they can convey all the feelings. So I don't like censorship, but I do think it did make it like more, I don't know what to call it, but like another experience.
It's more impactful in a way, like to have it be so subtle.
It's not really subtle, but it is. But it's like
yeah, it's subtle, but it's not. I think like because we like the fans of the book know that it's canon. Little things like staring at each other or touching hand to wrist, like things like this make you clutch your pearls, even though you've seen the raunchiest of things. But for some reason, something like this, because it's so heavily censored, suddenly it's like they throw you like a little crumb, and it's everything. It like blows your mind. Like, oh my god, they're so gay. A lot of these hindrances won't really matter so long as you have two actors that have really good chemistry. I forgot which of my videos, but there was a comment there that said that don't bother with this show because the two main characters don't even kiss, etc. Blah, blah, blah. And then someone else commented there, and that person said, she's been watching The Untamed, which is 50 episodes of just tension. Do you think she gives a fuck if they kiss or not? I really don't care. Like, physical intimacy and see, like, you know, or sex or whatever is not like a main thing that I look for in shows. And I think like that goes for like, yeah, I'll make fun of that. I'll make jokes about like, oh, you should kiss and whatever, but it doesn't really, I don't mean it. I don't need to see them make out to know that they're married, to know that they care about each other. At the same time, if you put so much value in that as a way to express affection, like it also kind of, in a small way, kind of invalidates people that aren't good with that or don't do that but show love in other ways, which is also a valid way to love someone. You don't have to be physically intimate in order to express that. I do not fucking care if they're not glued to each other or not just like humping each other every 2 seconds, although that is art in and of itself. That's fine.
There are fanfics for that. So, okay.
Exactly.
Right, we have so many fanfics for The Untamed, and like the book too. So good, so well written. Almost every single one, at least the longer ones.
I'd rather that than like see them fuck all the time and then they don't end up together. You know what I mean? They don't live a good life together or whatever. No.
Like the domestic ending, that's the one you really want if you think about
Honestly,
it.
yeah. I want to see them grocery shop together. Like, that's intimate by itself.
Farming, you know? Just farming, you know?
Moving on. BBF with Zhan Xiao. Before, I had a stronger opinion of him, which is that, you know, to put it delicately, I hated his fucking guts. But, like, yeah, I did this rewatch with a more casual perspective, I guess. I saw things in these last few rewatches that I forgot, especially when it came to Zhan Xiang and like the fact that he apologized to Wei Wuxian. He had that flashback of saving Wei Wuxian's ass that one time. Forgot about that too. So I want to ask, like, why do you love him?
Oh my god.
Oh wait, like, sorry to interrupt, but like, is he your favorite character or no?
Yeah, for some reason, I really sympathize with Zhang Chang. For some reason, I am so attached to this character who lost everything and had to rebuild everything.
When you put it like that.
Yes,
Exactly.
With Zhang Chang, number one, the actor is hot.
How sexy of him.
I mean,
so
tell us how you really feel.
When was it when I realized that Zhang Chang was super hot? Oh, episode 1.
Oh no, when he walked in the
When he
woods.
walked in.
Yeah, when they were night hunting, all of their golden nets were cut. Was that the first time he was introduced?
Yeah, I think so. Because that's when his name appeared. Like this. Edit.
Now
Like this.
and then this, when episode 50 came along and we saw that it was Zhang Chang all along who saved Wei Wuxian. Oh, I cried. I was so emotional watching the 50th episode with the three of you with Dad. But also, I remember being so invested with Chen and Ming.
Oh.
I remember that.
So, oh my god,
I
I was
remember that.
I mean, we made the jokes. I didn't know how invested you. Oh, you were reading fics. That's how invested you were.
with Zhang Chang, he's attractive. The actor of Zhang Chang is attractive, so I was invested with the storyline.
10th time
But
you've
with-
said that, but go on. No one's counting.
And also,
No,
he's very attractive.
he's still my favorite character, but my sub that's not even actual canon subplot because it's not really that much confirmed is she to continue. I was so invested with the Shichen Mingyao thing. That pairing isn't actually canon even in the novel. This show made it a thing. So that's why in episode 50, when he asked Shichen to die with him, and Shichen said yes, and he pushed him away. So, even though the things are very limited, like they would just bow with each other, but Shichen would not let him bow to him. It was just he's always like, nope.
We are
you won't
equals. Yeah.
do it."
Mhm.
And then episode 50 came along. I was like, no. I always called them my sinking ship.
They were the ones blowing holes into their own ship. Well, no, it was just Mangyao.
That's manga.
Yeah. But I think,
so
I don't know, I think Mang Yao really did care about them too, though.
I think so too.
In a very weird way. But
In
yeah,
a very twisted way.
Because
Probably.
we have a full-on flashback of Mingju and Ayo's relationship, how it started,
Yeah. And how it's going.
and how it's going.
I think
Ugh.
that's the first episode I watched with you, probably.
Yeah.
And I didn't know any of
40 something.
you.
I know.
I was like, hello.
That was the first time you and I spoke on video,
I
like,
know. Yeah.
and call.
We've been speaking for like
Yeah, we've been messaging.
2-3 months or something
Yeah.
on Instagram. But then
Yeah.
like, hi, I
Yeah.
don't know anyone here. I was
Nervous.
like,
I was like, oh wait, is this gonna be
what do you
weird?
think I?
But it went well, clearly. Yeah, you were sick that
Yeah.
time
I
too.
was like, I had a migraine the same day during the whole day. I had
Yeah.
such a bad headache, and I was like, I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm gonna watch like even 2 episodes. I might just watch one and
Yeah.
then leave because I'm really sick. And then I
Yeah.
watched like 9.
I don't know if I asked you too. I was like, how do I say your name?
I'm like, Sweden.
How do you say Sweden?
Sweden.
Here we are in a
God.
second recorded rewatch.
A year later.
Insane. This show has so many layers.
I have watched a lot of shows, but this is the only one that I made a Twitter account for. I'm still in it. I even have joined freaking giveaways just to get merch because I'm broke and I can't buy my own merch.
No, 1 sec. Let me just.
It's just me here.
Sick, yeah. Oh,
No,
wait,
wait.
no, sorry.
Wrong way there.
Okay, there you go. Oh, okay. Wait, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. For sure. I'm sorry. There you go. We love that. We love that.
Lovely.
Here, wait. There.
There
Here.
she is.
Here we go.
I love that.
Hello.
Good job, guys.
A year later. everything's
So,
going
a year
good.
later, how it started, how it's going, it's a screenshot of Ren's holding you.
I'm going to Xicheng right now. Xichen and Jiangchang.
Yeah, you did express that.
Both canon.
Very
They-
passionately.
You did. How it's going.
We still had Among Us. We still had also Among Us and Left 4 Dead with
Alright.
Maya in between.
Fun.
Who had PowerPoint night?
PowerPoint night I will
Shit.
never forget. I'm
I
not
feel like
some.
you should give that presentation on your channel at some point.
I really don't want to. I burnt it, so.
Still in my.
Oh no!
I have OBS now. I can just put it.
Please don't. I really wouldn't. I'm just gonna
Where is it?
delete threads from that. Just takes him out.
Bye.
Stop! During one PowerPoint night presentation, I might have made a presentation that involved Jin Guangyao. And there it is, kind of. There. You can see it in HD, caught in 4K. Wait. Thumbnail? I'm confused. What are arms? Nice. Perfect.
So the Untamed.
Wait,
The Untamed was great. The Chad was great.
it was good.
Yes. But
So
also
that
perfect.
concludes that.
Nice.
Now we're holding you. Wait.
I'm gonna do
yeah.
this and a foot.
gonna do it with one.
No, I just revealed I'm not wearing pants. Right.
Oh no.
Holy shit. I'm wearing pants. If you're wearing pants, raise your hand.
Oh,
Oh no.
Wait, no. Okay, so we're gonna end the video. But first, we must do somewhat. Okay, this is I'm distracted. First, we must do. It's the Brady Bunch. Oh, you.
it's a story.
We will, of course, as promised in the last episode, leave you with some wise words that we will all say on the count of 3. We didn't discuss this, but we are counting on the power
shit.
of destiny,
wait.
fate, and
Perhaps I have to
synchronization. We're not going to talk about this, but we will say the exact same wise words.
Oh,
I have nothing.
Me
My
too.
mind is blank.
What the hell? Why is my mind so blank? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
drink your.
Water.
To be
Healthy?
happy.
Oh, are we doing like
I thought we were. I just went
We
with
were.
it. Yeah, we tried. Okay, let's do that. That's fun.
Let's do that.
Wise word
tomorrow?
is
Brand.
bold.
Bransel.
So
Strap
Yourself.
your.
Own.
Brand.
I'll also end it. Mother. The wise words that that we are sticking with for the end of a 50 episode show that we've been watching for 5 years is
At least.
at least 5 years. Tomorrow is a brand bold brand cell. So strap yourself
To
to your own brand cell, mother.
Oh no, an end of an
It's the end of an error, is what it is.